I want to do a quick recap of the previous two sessions. I think we had some really good trades in there. Stay put and watch this because I have some interesting things to talk about in the next coming sessions. All right. And that's the most important part is a recap and a prediction I did last week on the 25th and on Trading View, and people were fighting me about it. They said, "Oh no, something happened on USDCAD," and I gave a prediction, and I had a lot of people thinking maybe that's not going to work out, but it worked out exactly the way I predicted it. All right. So that being said, let's jump into the charts. Okay. We're going to start today with USDJPY. My plans still stay valid on this pair right now. I don't have much to say and much to add on the USDJPY right now. Basically, my comments on this are we are in some sort of an uptrend. If you look at this on the 30 minutes, we're moving up in the 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes, we're going up. And as I said before, I am not a trend line trader. I trade with volume profile and price action. All right. So basically, the USDJPY is moving a little bit up, not too fast, not too slow, but it's giving us convictions. All right. And now we're getting in contact with this resistance zone at 148.85, give or take, which price already mitigated there and is dropping down. All right. It's probably coming down back to retest the support here, this demand here or support area. But is that what I'm seeing for this pair right now? Probably not. And I'll give my reasons why. Okay. On the 30 minutes right now, we have a lot of news coming up tomorrow, later tomorrow on this pair, right? And anything that affects JPY affects this pair, right? So we want to watch out for these levels. I have a level here, which is good for buys. Okay. Support and orders to the upside. So 147.06 is a good area to buy. We have the support that has been formed here at 147.75 as well, which could be a good place to buy because it's a previous support. You can still take your trades there. I predicted this move a long time ago, and but I didn't see this drop. I don't think this drop was actually in my charts. But I already made a statement in my previous analysis saying this pair is bullish for now. Okay, it's a bullish pair for now. But getting in contact with this resistance zone is telling me we might be due for a bit of a drop. And if the drop is about to happen, or if the drop is going to happen, I'm looking for a drop towards this area here. All right, this area at 147.89 for today. But as I said, there is news on this pair, and given that there's too much news on the pair like this, there is really not much to say about it. It could move extremely very slow. It could move very fast. So, my advice to anyone right now is to wait for the news and see where it goes. All right. So, what are you gonna do with the news? If the news brings this pair, for example, I'll take it on a 1 hour. We have news here and we have resistance, right? So if this pair is to broke, if the news shows up and we broke above this resistance like this, resistance breaks, all right, we are going out to 155, all right? 150, 155 is going on this pair because we can have the break up like that, retest this area again, and boom, keep going up. Now, if the news comes up and it is not a favorable thing for the USDJPY, then we should be expecting something like this all the way down here, maybe picking up some orders, retest the support here, and maybe dump again. All right. So these are the two scenarios I'm seeing with the USDJPY right now. Okay. There is not much to see when there is news coming. I always wait for the news to come, tell me what exactly the next play is going to look like. So right now on the USDJPY, wait for a bit of a retracement, then go long. All right. But I think price is going to be around this area for the whole day, give or take. Or maybe come around here where there's some orders to the upside. As you can see this, we have some orders here relaxing here. So we have orders here. Before it was a support area, but the demands area on this are right here. We have a demand here, another demand here. So this is what I'm seeing on the USDJPY, and I marked the zones before, and price came down, got the orders, and went back up. Is retesting this resistance. So USDJPY picture perfect. That is what you should be looking at for the USDJPY. If you got any questions on this one, let me know. Resistance, support, support. All right. Buys here, shorts here. The price moves above it, comes back, retests the resistance, not on support. Take it there from 149 or 148 till maybe 150, 155, give or take. All right. The next pair we have here is the pound USD. Pound USD, my analysis on this is still a little bit valid, and I also made it clear that we are on a downtrend. We had a hard rejection almost a week from last week to now. Okay. So what we're basically seeing is a pound coming down really hard. All right. For today and from 2 days ago, give or take, right? Price is broken above this trend line and retested the trend line and it's coming down again. All right. So what are the places I'm seeing right now? I marked this demand zone a long time ago, and I said, if you look check out my previous analysis, I said it's safe to buy at 3300. All right, price came all the way to 3312 and did a rebound all the way to 3350. So if you were buying here around this area, as I marked before, you'll be almost up about 40 pips, which is not bad, right? Not bad at all. And now we're now the support now that was here is going to be a resistance zone. Oh, I actually took that off instead. So now we have a support area here. Support now turn resistance, right? As I marked here support, so this now becomes a resistance zone. So if prices are coming back this way, you might want to look for a sell. But there is still news on this pair coming up, so we want to watch out. If price breaks above the resistance, you should be looking to get out of your shorts, all right? If price breaks above this area here, the next part where price is going to have a reaction is 134.44. And if we want to make it cute, then we're going all the way back to 135-ish, all right, 35.05, give or take. All right, but I have here a sell zone here, drop bridge drop area. I have a drop bridge drop area here, which is good value for sales. Was a previous support, so I can take that up for sales and be sure I can have about 30 pips down, give or take. All right. So pound JPY, not much to see. I have demand waiting for me down here at 3300s, which we already tapped some of it. And now support term resistance. And we have a short term resistance as well for short. And the supply zone is all the way here at 3586 or 3600. All right. So keep your eyes open on this one. Not much to see, as I said. Price action today has been very slow, I think, in all the pairs. But this pair is basically just dumping. All right. We're basically just dumping the pairs right now. I think it's more of a technical and a fundamental issue with Trump and the trade talks going on right now. So is the reason why we're seeing so much weakness on the pound, right? Let us get into pound JPY. The pound JPY analysis is still there. I drew this box last week and I said we're trading in a consolidation mode because the Bank of Japan has announced its interest rate statements and everything. So as long as we are still in the zones, buy the bottom, sell the tops. All right, that's just basically the only thing I can see on this pair. I was looking for a deeper pull down because if we have a pull down all the way down here to 4700s and the buyers here step in, we have some buyers down here. If they can step in, they can push up this pair all the way back to 199. All right, so I'm looking for that deeper pullback to come. Hopefully we get it. We have the deeper pullback and price returns to these previous areas, then we are actually good for buys all the way to previous resistance. All right, it's actually just sitting there. The resistance is sitting there, and if we have the news and the news is not favorable for the Japanese yen, price does something like this. If we do this, then price jumps again back. This becomes support, okay, which you can now take a trade from there. Okay, that's basically what I see for the US dollar, for the pound, Japanese yen. So, as I said, there is really not much in the market right now. If you look at this, maybe quick scalps here and there to make a few bucks, but the market is moving in such a way that you have to be very careful with your orders. All right, anything could happen right now with this market. Okay, so the box is still valid, and we still have this support, this resistance here. Price goes above it, it becomes and comes back, it becomes support. If price falls below, this area becomes resistance. Basically that. All right, guys, we're gonna move into the USDCAD. This is the pair I called out last week. I'm gonna clear out all of this so we can see. But if you follow me already, you will realize that I drew this blue box here, and I said price is moving in a zigzag zone consolidation. Okay, I had this consolidation here. Price was moving around here, and when we broke below this zone right here, when this zone was broken and it became resistance, right? So it fell all the way down to my weekly support, which was marked here a couple of weeks ago. And when price went back up, it blew past this blue box. And I said on trading view, I made a statement and I said, this is a quick bullish movement. Expect price to move up further from here. And I got people saying, "Oh yeah, really, it's just a retracement. It's gonna fall again." I said, "No, it's not gonna fall again because I'm not into trend lines. Trend lines give me directions, but I am seeing these orders here, and I'm telling you, this support time resistance got broken with this move here. So if I clear this out, so you guys can see better, um, if I clear this out right now, you can see better. Okay, we had this zone here. It was marked up, right? It was marked up. Price did a bit of this and blew down past this zone. Now, when price usually returns to an area like this, it was right here at 194, 136.74. When price got here, I was expecting to sell. Price got here, I was expecting the sell to happen. All right, but that didn't happen. That was on Friday last week. So I made a statement. I said price getting above this zone when this happened here, when this move was made, I told these guys on TradingView, I said if the fact that price has moved above this box, this line here, it means next week we can see a bullish movement on the USDCAD. And I was told that's not possible. And I said, yeah, if we stay above here, okay, the next area is right here on the resistance. And today we are sitting right here. Okay. This is not just me spilling out rubbish. Okay, I have my receipts here. Receipts is right here. I pull it up. And I said, that was July 25th, Trading View, right? That's my name on Trading View. Excellent breakout above resistance. Now we look for more bullish momentum next week. Done for the day. Trade recap and next week market plan will be posted soon. And this guy, Paul5464, said, are you blind? Draw your trend line again and see there were no breakouts. I said, I'm not blind, my friend, and I don't trade trend lines. For our resistance at 136.70 has been broken. As long as we stay above 136 75 on 80, I'll bring a complete statement of that. I think I had it complete. It wasn't trading. It doesn't give me complete. Okay, so they said I don't trade trend lines. 4 hour resistance at 36.70 has been broken. As long as we stay above 36.75 or 80, we could retest the previous resistance at 137.70 next week. That is this week. I said this on the 25th. All right. So guys, you want to hit me follow here because I drop these things every time. It's up for you to follow and subscribe so you can get this call outs as soon as I land them down. Okay. So the guy said, take a look. Another person said, take a look at the monthly chart. It's going to be extremely bearish starting next month. This month was a retracement. I said, if that's what you see, I'm a day trader. I'm only looking for short-term movements. Sierra, whatever it would be. It's okay if you're just scalping hard with a hard stop loss. Just wanted to warn you of the headwinds. Markets will remain irrational longer than whatever he said there. So yeah, so this is basically what I had here, and I called this out on the USDCAD, and they didn't take me seriously. But now I think they should, right? They might be hitting the stop losses now, and they go, "Oh, this guy was probably right." So basically, what am I seeing for the USDCAD right now? Okay, basically USDCAD, what I'm seeing for this pair going into today is we still have this support area here. We still have this resistance on the USDCAD right here. We're now on the resistance zone. Okay, and it is showing a bit of a weakness. Okay, but Trump talks with Canada on the tariffs and all that. We're not very sure what the next move is going to be. But what I know is my support area here is still valid. Okay, this area here is still valid to me. If we stay above this area, 136.86, 136.70. If we stay above this area, I'm still looking for longs on this pair. Okay, longs on this pair. And as long as we cannot break above this resistance here, as long as we cannot break above this resistance, then I'm looking for shorts to the previous support. All right. So USDCAD right now is basically support resistance move going on right now. Okay. With the news coming up, if Canada and the USA can get into a sort of a good agreement, I think this thing could dump. If they don't get an agreement, then we can keep pulling up, right? We also have a good buy zone here. If you want to mark this out on your charts, you can still buy here. 137.40 is a good place to buy because it's received this right here. It's like a support area. As you don't, I know we have orders to the upside waiting here and here. Okay, so we have all this marked up. Another guy told me not to use my volume profile. Like the market moves on volume and time, right? So If you don't know what volume profile is, you can to research on it. There's a book, Trader Dale. Get this book, read it. It's one of the simplest trading strategies ever. If you have that in conjunction with different trading strategies you have, maybe you use that with like price action, you use that with demand and supply, you actually realize that it's one of the simplest trading strategies up there. All right. So use it in conjunction with demand and supply, price action, then you're good. So if we look at this now with volume profile, you see this. What this tells me is we have orders here to the upside. We have orders here to the upside, right? So which actually aligns with this here, right? So basically, if price is to come back to these zones that are having high, that where I have this high POCs and orders concentrated here like this, high demand zones of orders, then I know price retraces to these areas. I can look for buys. Basically, what this means is this price comes here, goes back here. All right. If that doesn't work, if price jumps all the way here, it goes back here, or comes here, for example. So that is volume profile for you. If you want to get more details into this, I can hold a class, and those who attend can get some information on this. Also, I'll be producing videos on how to use volume profile my way in conjunction with demand and supply and price action. All right. That being said, guys, I want you guys to hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe as much as you can. All right. Subscribe to this channel because I'll be leaving out daily analysis like this, preparing you for the upcoming days. So like you don't just wait for a week, right? You wait every day, you get analysis like this, so you can plan your trades and trade your plans. All right, guys. So talking charts, as I said, trade, plan your trades, trade your plans. Don't wait, don't get into the market without having a good plan, and don't exit without a good plan. All right, guys. So that being said, hit the like and subscribe button, share this, and the first 100 subscribers, as I've said before, will have a chance to get into my Telegram and my Discord channel for free. All right. When you share, you comment, share. If you subscribe, just comment subscribed and leave me any comments so I can get in contact with you. All right. My trading view subscribers or followers, go hit like on my videos and subscribe as well. And when I post, when I start posting on my Telegram channel and all that, you'll be the first to see that. All right, guys. So that being said, have a good day and success in your trading. Bye bye.